The woman was sitting on the bench when a person dressed as a statue placed a note under her juice. Upon picking up the juice, the woman read the message that said, "You will faint if you drink the juice." She ignores the message and still drinks the juice. She waits for her husband and her friend as she drinks the juice. Her husband and her friend go to her, hoping that the woman will drink all the juice. The husband said he was looking for her and the woman says she was just resting on the bench. At that moment, the woman's version begins to change and her friend and her husband try to show concern, but they get excited about the situation. At her friend's house, the maid hides when she sees what was happening. Her boss and the woman's husband carried her upstairs. They had a plan. The lady of the house is looking for her maid, but she is hiding. When she realizes she can leave, she goes to her boss. The lady of the house asked her to prepare a dinner, because there was something to be celebrated that day. The maid asks the reason for the dinner, but her mistress warns her that it was none of her business, and that she should only do what was asked. The maid asks about her other mistress, who was the woman who came up with a load. The husband of the helpless woman comes downstairs and orders the maid to forget about the other woman's existence. The woman orders her employee to only do her own work. The man asked what had happened to the employee's face and the woman said that she had only exaggerated her makeup, but that she was going to clean it up. He asks the clerk to bring them the best wine in the house and the clerk gets angry. As she prepares the glasses with the wine, she adds a liquid. The man and woman talked about how well everything was going, how they had planned. The woman asks if it would work and the man confirms, saying that there was no turning back and that the other woman who had been drinking had already knocked her down. They celebrate the plan, making sure no one would find out. The clerk brought them the wine the man had ordered from her. The woman asks to toast the genius of their minds. The employee observes the situation and the man asks what she was doing near them still, mistreating her by telling her to leave and yelling at her. She excuses herself and walks away. The woman asks the man to calm down. Since that maid is a good employee, she will be very useful to their plan and, above all, very useful for the home, since she doesn't know how to wash, iron clothes, or clean anything. The man warns them that they should complete their plan without leaving any witnesses, but the woman tries to reassure him, saying that their employee was practically illiterate and would not understand or notice anything different. The man remains unnerved by the situation, saying that they need to be concerned and pay attention to every detail. The woman tells him to stop worrying about the employee, assuring him that she wasn't noticing anything different in that house. The man hopes that the employee is not suspecting anything and the woman assures him of that. They arrest in celebration of their plan finally being in development. The man and the woman search for the key to the safe, but at that moment the man's wife comes downstairs. She was well and healthy, contrary to their plan. Her ex-friend is unnerved that the plan has failed. The man turns himself in, saying that he had indeed delivered the baptized drink and that the plan should have been perfect. The woman gets angry with him, blaming him, saying that the man gave the wrong dose to the other woman. The woman questions the couple, asking if they really believed it would be that easy to get rid of her. The man threatens the woman by saying that there, in that room, it was 2 against 1. He tells his ex-wife to reveal where the safe is, to save everyone a lot of work. The woman approaches the couple and doesn't show it. Her ex-friend says that if the woman doesn't tell her where the safe is, something very bad would happen. The woman warns that she will call the police on the criminal couple. Her ex-friend says that there was no reason for them to be afraid of her or the police because that woman would not leave that house. The man warns her that no matter what she tries to do, it won't give her time or succeed. He asks her if she even had any proof. At that moment, the employee goes to them and says that the lady of the house was not alone in that situation anymore and that she will be with her. The woman's ex-friend tries to humiliate the employee, saying that the woman had not even completed her studies and was unable to help at all, and says that she was calm and could even leave without worrying. The moment the couple drifts apart, they both get sick and faint. The woman doesn't understand, but the employee explains the situation. The employee warns them that they were just asleep and that at that moment they needed to act fast. The woman is afraid of what doing this could entail, but the employee is reassured that she had only done what they had tried to do to her employer. The mistress asks if they can call the police and the employee says that everything was fine and that she had already called the police. The criminal couple leaves the house being escorted by the police. Before the man is taken away, the woman asks why the man stayed with her, if he really wanted her money, and tells how disappointed she was in him, hoping that he will be in prison for a long time for his bad actions. The policeman takes the couple away. The employee advises her boss to get out of that situation, because that man didn't deserve her and neither did her kindness. The woman says that she really loved this man and that she never imagined that at some point in her life he could do or think about hurting her like that. The boss thanks her employee for her help and says the importance of the action and support she had for the woman's survival. The employee says she made that decision because one day she overheard the couple planning a terrible act against the woman's health. The employee was so worried that she kept an eye on the couple. The woman is grateful for all the care and affection that the employee had for her and for her choosing to save her life. The employee thanks you for all the affection and for the years she has spent and worked in that house, being treated well by the woman. The women rejoice and hug each other, thanking each other for their kindness.